Microphone one.
Don Zimmerman from Senate District 14. I just want to concur with Robert X. Johnson's comments and re-emphasize the fact that he's been doing this kind of work for about 20 years. And I would like to encourage the committee, that's all of you, to just go ahead and adopt the goals and purpose on the Campaign for Liberty website. We can adopt that for our group as well and move on.
Microphone 2.
My name is Jonathan Kusurik, SD11. I just want to say a few things, not necessarily pertaining to what everyone has already mentioned. But I would like to say that many of us are afraid, like the rest of the world today, because of the fear that's gone through this nation. I'm not here just to give a pep talk, but I am to speak my heart because I feel it's my God-given right. And I feel that I'm here because of a purpose. And I believe our country at this time is afraid of failure because we see it everywhere. And I do say that we don't have to be insecure that we're going to come to some wrong conclusion because otherwise we wouldn't be here. We're here because we are alive. We're here because we have a choice. And I guarantee you we will not give up until the right choice is made. So I want to encourage each and every one of us, as we're afraid of many different things, of making wrong decisions. I believe that we have our brothers and sisters here to make sure that we'll go the right course. And each person here, I believe, is a thinking person. And I believe each person here is a living person.
Just, sir, go ahead and take a few more minutes.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I am only saying this because this is what's in my heart.
Wait a minute, I'm still chairing the meeting. Go ahead, sir, take a few more seconds.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
And close it up.
I'm only saying this as in opening it up to one, that we're going to come to the right conclusion. And that's all I'm trying to say. And I just want to mention that we are on the right track. We're on the right process. So as we continue forward in doing this.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Microphone 1.
Jeremy Flowers, SD14. I just want to put my voice behind supporting the basic principles as stated by the Campaign for Liberty, and we can adopt those as our own. Even I can support them as somebody who doesn't care about the Republic or the Constitution any longer. So, you know, they are still in line with my personal goals. I do support, you know, if I'm going to have any form of government, a constitutional one is valid, and one that also enshrines the principles of individual sovereignty, individual liberty, and life. I mean, because those are the basics. I mean, that's the foundation. That's pretty much why people who run the government have been able to do what they do, is because, you know, we all ignore those basic fundamental principles. You know, the Republic is only as good as its values, and right now its only values are what the guys running it have. You know, the Constitution can be amended to be whatever it says. The Constitution can be amended to say we don't have gun rights. So that's why I don't strictly say we're only here to reinstate the Republic. We need to also, you know, be for supporting individual liberty, and, you know, essentially what it says on the Campaign for Liberty. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Microphone 2, please.
Helena Brown, SD15. The Republic is only good of those people who care enough about the Republic to actually get involved in politics and make it work. I do know a lot of the people who did say that we need to follow the mission statement of the Campaign for Liberty. It's a good mission statement, and I do encourage us to move in that direction. And also allow for leadership in this new statewide movement at all levels of the political divides in the state, which would allow us to facilitate the advancement of the same mission across the state. And I do encourage us to be nonpartisan, but I do encourage everyone to realize that we are in a two-party system. We need to work in the system. The system is not going anywhere. And so get involved, become part of this united movement within the Republican Party to become the majority of the Republican Party, to be the Republican Party, to choose the Republican candidates, and to take back this nation. We need to stand united, and we do need to realize that we are, I'm sorry, this movement is involved in the political system, and we need to be part of that system so we can do what we are here for, and that is to restore the Republic to the founding mission of founding fathers. Thank you.
Thank you, Helen. Microphone 1.
Vincent Campos, SD 30, make it simple, guys. Restore the republic, restore the Constitution. The reason why we're in the situation, because of why we're in, it's not Kay Bailout's fault, it's not Rick Perry's fault, it's not Bush's fault, it's not Obama's fault. We, the people, put him in office. It is our fault. No one's fault is it except us. Okay? We, the people, as the Constitution says, it's our responsibility to make sure that those people in Austin and D.C. live up to that Constitution, and we must use the Constitution to chain them down to tyranny. And one more thing. The Constitution guarantees us not a democratic form of government, not a libertarian form of government, not an anarchy, but a Republican form of government. Thank you.
Microphone 2.
I'm Danielle Kays, SD5. I'd like to echo what others have said about the hard and lengthy work that our SD caucuses put into this process. Our SD met for over 9 hours in Waco a few weeks ago, and we hammered out this stuff. And so therefore, I have brought a copy of our minutes that I would just like to pass along to this body as a whole, since I don't know that you're ever going to see the resolutions that were passed from the other SDs. The ones that have to do with this right here, our organization structure and goals. And I'm going to read them fast so I don't run out of time. Our organization should be able to financially support and endorse candidates. Our organization should be as decentralized as possible, should be focused on state and local government issues, but not limited from participation in federal government issues. Organizations should recruit like-minded candidates for offices, and organizations should develop and provide information on legislation. And then our mission statement that we set that we would like to see is indeed the mission statement from Campaign for Liberty. However, the structures are different. Campaign for Liberty National is set up as a lobbying organization. Most of us are members of that and can participate on that level. The consensus of our SD was that we would rather have a form of organization that can donate and recruit candidates. Campaign for Liberty National
Ma'am,
cannot.
you're already over significantly.
I never heard anybody say time. Thank you.
Or I'm not yelling at people. All right, now, microphone 1.
Hi, Joe Petronas, SD14. Restore the republic. That's what we need to get back to. Let's keep it simple. I think everybody can agree on that. Campaign for Liberty, we may think it's great, we may not think it's great. They do have some good ideas, they may not have some good ideas. But let's just restore the republic. For an organization, though, let's be careful. Let's not make it too bureaucratic and too uptight on the top. I think that today we see a lot of inefficiencies because of a large government or a large organization structure. Let's keep it small. Let's keep it to almost like a network, a loose affiliation. Let's have a yearly conference, though, so we can all get back together. But let's grow. Let's get back to the grassroots. That's where I think we need to move to. Thank you.
Microphone 2, sir.
James Golston, Senate District 30. I believe this organization needs to perform the same role that the Ron Paul campaign essentially did, which was not to drive people into one group or one political party, but is to serve as glue to hold together all the different organizations and people and activists with their own objectives. We're a whole bunch of cats. We're all going to do our own thing anyway. This makes sure we're talking together. And I would like to prevent it, and just for what we're supposed to be talking about, I would like to throw the following language out for people to ponder. The insert name of our organization here is an independent political organization dedicated to advancing liberty within the state of Texas, period. Short and simple. Hearing on that side. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Microphone 1.
Jeremy Wasser, SD10.
Call for time on the 30 minutes.
Point of information, how much time remains? I see 3 minutes.
I've got 7.
Cheers.
Jeremy, go ahead.
Jeremy Glosser, SD10, the representative of SD10. That's to the question, where are the resolutions? That's why I'm at this microphone. I could print them out and hand them out, and I'll do that in the committees that actually are going to review those things. I wouldn't expect I could hand them out here and have them read. I'm here to speak them, and then they'll go to the committees. I'll make sure they do, because that's, me, my delegation. I am required as a member of SD10 to promote that the mission of this organization be the same as the one currently stated by the National Campaign for Liberty, which another individual already spoke to. I am also supposed to promote that this organization not incorporate as a nonprofit 501c3 or other statewide fundraising entity, both to keep us free from the strings of government control and to require that everything be pushed back to the local level as much as possible. So the questions of partisanship and nonpartisanship